What is going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing my trade recap for August 1st. Today was a break-even day. We had a winning trade. We were up about 2R and I was in with about 3 micro contracts. So yeah, we weren't able to take it to my first trim point or my full TP. So unfortunately, we had to take it back to break even. But let's go ahead and get into why I took this trade and why we didn't see the full pump that I wanted to see to take profit, which would have been New York Open, right? So price action has been super weird lately. We've been retracing very heavy after setting new all-time highs. Usually what we'll do in all-time highs is we'll retrace a little bit and then we'll see a pump to continue the all-time highs. That is not what we've been seeing. As we set all-time highs yesterday, we have came and retraced at this point about almost 1,000 points. So this move was bigger than the pump up that we ended up getting from the post FOMC news. So coming into the day after setting all-time highs and we've retraced this heavy, typically I would only be looking for longs in this type of scenario. So if we go on to the 1 minute and we check out what we do at New York Open, if I can get this, I need to get a mouse for this fucking laptop, bro. All right, so New York Open, we wick high, and then we get a big displacement to the downside, right? Where there's no liquidity down there, it's no man's land. So I'm not looking for shorts. I don't want to take anything short in this position. After we hit 22,797, we get a bullish displacement, and we create a 1 minute fair value gap. And we continue our push to the upside, and we end up creating that 1 minute CISD and order block. So this targets my entry here. I'm targeting New York Open for about 200 points on micros, and I have about a 30-point stop on this trade. So yeah, as you can see, once we created that CISD and order block, we reacted out of it with heavy, but as you can see, we were a few points away from our first trim line, which would have been London low. We just get this complete reversal to the downside, and we come back into a 15-minute gap. So at this point, I had already exited. I wanted to take at least some profits. I only got $23 out of the trade, but we were so close to hitting our TP, or at least our first TP. And as you can see, if I would have just held the trade, we would have ended up hitting that first TP, which is pain, but it is what it is, man. So no SMT today, but we did have the lick sweep, which was our sweep of London lows. Yeah, we see our model presented on the 1 minute. We go ahead and enter, targeting New York Open for a 1 to 4 risk to reward, 30-point stop. And yeah, it just didn't play out today, unfortunately. I am on 5 fresh new combines. Unfortunately, my Alpha Futures accounts are now blown. I was deep into drawdown on them, and I had a plan to get out of drawdown, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to execute it the way that I needed to execute it. My plan was to only use about 4 micros per trade until I had about a $500 buffer in the accounts. But yeah, man, this week's price action just has not been very favorable for me, and I don't know what's going on with me, but I just have not been able to sit on my hands like I used to when I first started trading. So we took another red week this week. This is I think this is the 3rd red week in a row that we've had right now. So it hasn't been too great in terms of profits, but it's understanding what I'm doing wrong and understanding that I'm over trading and I'm over leveraging and revenge trading on some trades. It's allowing me to learn a lot of different lessons about my trading. So although I haven't made very much money this month, I have still learned a lot of lessons about trading, about this whole journey that I've been on so far. But besides that, man, there's nothing really much going on here. Yeah, first day of the month. We're up about $23. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see what's going on Monday, man. Pretty action-packed week next week. It is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be on these evaluation accounts. Hopefully we pass them next week. Hopefully we get back into funding, and I'll see y'all later.